Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This is your extra read all about it for May 27th, 2020. I would like to say, do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. These readings, they may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Somebody out there might actually enjoy them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. We do like to radiate with that true love energy around here. Happy, friendly, and loving types, and we have nothing to fear because we are calm and we are cheerful, right? So yes, today is May 27th, 2020. This is a 9-day, all right? And the 9 days represent completion, but not actually the end, right? Number 9 day also represents potential of new beginnings, right? Yes, transitions and transformations. So some of us might be going through this type of energy, right? Transforming into something new, letting go of the past, letting go of hurt because it's all in the past. And it's time to move forward in another direction. So let's get started with this May 27th, 2020 extra read all about it. These cards have definitely been pre-shuffled, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again so we can get that general energy. Okay. Kind of back on track again, getting up at a decent time. I tried to go to bed early last night so I could get up at a decent time, and yeah, it worked. So trying to get back on track here so I can get these out a little bit earlier. All right, so we have the Sage of Wands, the Seer. All right. Now, the Sage of Wands is, it's not the page. Or actually it is, my bad, because in this deck we have the page, then we have the child, then we have the woman, then we have the man, right? So the Sage of Wands would represent somebody who's younger, even though a sage is somebody who's older. So we could be talking about somebody with an old soul, right? Somebody who is younger. You may be this younger person, or you could be young at heart, right? Starting new passions, right? Coming to a completion of your own cycle and seeing the potential of new beginnings. So transition and transformation, but for sure. So, okay, so let's go ahead and find out what the first few cards are here for this extra. Read all about it for May 27th, 2020. Number 9 day. Right? Almost there, you guys, right? Almost there. The end of that cycle. Excuse me, you guys. So first off, we have here, okay, the Sage of Worlds. So it looks like there is new beginnings happening already, okay? Because sages, are like the beginnings of a person who is coming into their power in regards to all the elements, right? Sage of Wands, for instance, coming into a new passion, wanting to start a new adventure, right? Then we have the Sage of Worlds, possibly deciding to save money, dealing with becoming balanced, right? Maybe before we were doing things all willy-nilly, and now we're like, you know what, I have to get my life in order. I gotta get my finances in order, and this is what this could represent. Next, we have the Chariot, and that's somebody realizing that they want to move forward on this chariot, right? They want triumph in their life. Maybe they're going to come up with some, inventive solution of some sort, right? How they can do this. Moving forward in their life, trying to figure out or invent an idea that's good for them to move forward, right? No more willy-nilly, trying to make sense of everything. What else do we have here for this extra? Read all about it for May 27th, 2020. Number 9 day. All right, so first out we have logic. 4 of crystals. Somebody definitely using their logic right now to figure out what to do. Okay, starting fresh in new beginnings when it comes to passion and finances or stability, right? Because something may have actually come to an end. Okay, somebody got tired of something and said, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. It's time to bring this cycle to an end, and it's time to start something new. Okay. Now we have the 7 of crystals there, and this is the 7 of swords. Somebody is feeling the dullness in their life, feeling like whatever they've been doing in the past, it's basically, they're dull situations. Perhaps they've been dealing with people who are dull, not really getting to know people when they meet them because they're the same. They've become dull to an individual or to many individuals. Tired of the people around them, tired of the people who are just talk and no action, right? That could be something too. Maybe somebody has come around and said, oh, it's forever and love is wonderful and we're going to be happy forever, blah, blah, blah. But there is a time when you're with your partner and you're going to have some dull times, and this is your time to entertain yourself. And I'm not talking about entertaining yourself as in going out and finding a new sexual partner. No. I'm talking about entertaining yourself, and instead of doing that sort of thing, well, maybe I can read a book. Maybe I can come up with an idea for something, because maybe somebody might be very inventive or creative. Maybe I can paint that new painting. Doing other things rather than going outside the marriage, outside the relationship to find something to excite you. It's not always that sex is the thing that needs to be something that's exciting all the time. Why not do other things that can bring up that vibration for you? Writing a book, writing a poem, doing something physical that doesn't involve interaction with others, right? What about finding out more, becoming more interested in yourself, in your talents? What kind of talents do you have? And what kind of talents can you show the world? Right? Because that's a great feeling when you can do that. So, let's find out what is next for this extra. Read all about it for May 27th, 2020. May 27th, 2020. May 27th, 2020. May 27th, 2020. Extra, read all about it. May 27th, 2020. May 27th, 2020. Next card out is the Knower. Wow, somebody here is really starting to stand in their power, realizing stuff. That's real good. We have 3 Sage cards here. Okay, so if somebody has been just living their life willy-nilly, they're starting to become, to that starting point of where, I'm tired of what I've been doing, all right? And I think it's time, definitely, for me to start learning about me, learning how to control my thoughts, because with this Sage of Crystals, this is somebody who's starting to be a little bit more, logical, because maybe they were just, maybe they were just following their heart everywhere they went and never really found what they wanted because perhaps they weren't using their personal knowledge to figure things out. They were doing the willy-nilly thing, right? So somebody is trying to master something, master their stability, and somebody is trying to actually become more in touch with themselves, being the knower. knowing. And once they do that, they're more in touch with everything around them, right? And this is where they see that where their passions come in. All right. Let's see what's next here for this extra. Wow. Three of Cups. Love. All right. Somebody might be taking that chariot ride towards the person they love. Right? They want to have that celebration with a certain individual. Maybe in the past they were dealing with a three-party situation because this is the Three of Cups. But it also could be that this person wants to have celebration with an individual or individuals because they're becoming new within themselves, starting to realize themselves, being that seer, that master, that knower of themselves, and not bothering to deal with anybody else's personal business. Because maybe that's what they were doing before. They were focused on too much on everybody else and doing things for everybody else. And now they're like, you know what? It's my turn. It's my turn to learn things on my own, my turn to move forward, right? Two of Worlds. So somebody may actually be reflecting on the past, what has happened in the past, and maybe even what they're doing today. And whatever happened in the past, how it really reflects on what they're doing today, right? Juggling these ideas possibly, right? They could also be juggling a secret not telling others that they're actually going within, learning about themselves. Because maybe they realized when they told somebody this before, somebody was like, oh, that's not going to work. This is never going to happen. You're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. But you know what? You are. You are. Those people who say those things to you, they are not those things because they don't believe they are those things. But I think whoever is going through this transition, this transformation, they have realized that they can do things and they can make stuff happen. Maybe they've realized that they've been making everything happen for everyone else, but not themselves. And that's not fair. We all would come to realize that eventually. We can only take so much, right? We have the Art card, and this card represents temperance, patience. In this deck, they explain temperance in the terms of art. You have to be real patient in order to come up with a desired outcome. Making beautiful art takes time. It's not something that's rushed. If you want a good outcome to a piece of work, or whenever you go anywhere and you're like, wow, that is a beautiful painting, or wow, that mural is really, really nice, you know? It's not lopsided, it's perfect. Wondering, how did that person get that up there so perfectly with just a spray can or a brush or whatever they're using, whatever media, right? Well, it takes time and patience. It takes time to learn stuff. And there is somebody here who is, you know, trying to basically learn about themselves. And you know what? That's good. Another thing is somebody has been deceived here, which has caused this transformation to happen. Now, we all go through trigger moments in our life. A trigger moment is something that changes people. Their minds become so traumatized from something that they make that change, right? Perhaps you know, for example, you live in California. You know there's earthquakes there. But they don't happen as often, but when they do, they come. They sure do. And they come and they can cause a lot of devastation. So during these years that go by, no one ever thinks about it, right? But then, boom, that crazy earthquake comes. Houses crumble down, people die, gas stations blowing up. That's a trigger moment. And that's when people start to think, oh my gosh, people are dying or have died. We have to go find this person in the rubble. That's when they all pull together. That's when they all realize we do need each other. We need to help each other. And they do. But what about when this feeling fades away and people get back up on their feet, things start getting back in order? What happens? We separate again. Somebody has deceived another individual, and that trigger moment has caused this individual to make a change. They know whatever they've been dealing with is the end of what they're dealing with. Not the complete end. They've completed a cycle of understanding, but it's not the end, right? Because they have realized also this is a potential of new beginnings, and this is why they are in this sage energy. Now, a lot of you out there I don't want a sage. Who wants a sage? That's a child. That's an immature person. Well, possibly. If you don't want that, don't accept it then. Go find your king or your emperor, right? But if you know somebody and you care about them, give them their time to understand themselves. Because you can't change anyone. No one can. The person that you can change is yourself. Maybe you can find people who have similar interests as you, and you can discuss the things, and possibly those kind of people are more understanding of change and what should happen for themselves. But then there are those people that want to trigger something in other individuals to bring them together, to make them more aware, more connected, instead of this separation stuff we're all going through right now. It appears that the government or this virus, somebody wanted to separate us for the time being. Now, what was really going on during that time? Yes, people were becoming ill. But people are becoming ill all the time. The rate of other issues and diseases happen equally like this virus. Why is this one being so advertised or put out there? People die from the flu all the time. A simple flu. Possibly immunocompromised, like those who have possibly passed from the coronavirus. Older people, younger people. There have been regular people in the middle, but you know what? We all have different immunities. Those people may have had not had the immunities for this virus. It's possible because we all create our own personal immunities, right? And some of us, it's kind of like this, you guys. I can get stung by a bee and ouch! Oh, darn! And it hurts, it itches, but then it heals. Some people can get stung by a bee and die, all right? That's what I'm talking about, okay? How many people die from bee stings? I'm not sure how high that is, because if a person knows that they're allergic, they're just going to try to stay away, right? So that's their prevention, right? What is the next few cards we have out for this extra, read all about it? Extra, read all about it. All right, we got Devil's Play here. So it appears that somebody was deceived in regards to this Devil's Play, okay? And they got tired of it. They're getting tired of it, right? It's still apparent, though. Somebody wants to make a movement towards love because they're dealing with Devil's Play, and maybe this love is not the devil, or maybe they're going towards somebody to cause some sort of devil action. I don't know. After a betrayal. I don't know. That's a kind of strange one there, right? But And here we have it. Here we have it. We move from somebody who was the sage of crystals, right? Beginning to know, and they know from research of themselves, research of books, outside sources, but mostly their inner guidance, right? Somebody is transforming or having some transition and understanding their, possibly their third eye, opening up that third eye, using their intuition and sacred knowledge more, kind of like the high priestess, right? Or the magician, even. Somebody's actually graduated here to the Sage of Crystals, and that's awesome. Okay, now they know something. They have learned something. They've learned something about themselves, right? First, they had to come into actually learning and knowing. Once that happens, they realize how they figured that out. And now this person just can't get enough. They got to learn. They got to find the truth. They got to know. They got to research. And they check everything. Right? That's what we all do. I know you guys went through that, right? That point where you're just like, things start coming, or you start realizing stuff, and you're just like, wait a minute, are people not seeing what I'm seeing here? And they're not. And you realize that, and you're like, well, geez. Then you start feeling like an outcast, right? Why are my views so different? Why am I getting these thoughts? Why am I getting all these crazy epiphanies? And that's when you realize that you need to find out why. Because whoever you're asking, oh, you're going nuts, or, oh, I don't believe that. That's all hooey, forget it, no, don't forget it. Don't think it's nuts. Just because you want to educate yourself and find out the truth, that's not nuts. That's somebody who's here on earth to figure this out, make a change. And all you guys, all you ladies who have been going through this transformation, or whoever already got there, right? Who already been past the child of crystals. I mean, the child of crystals the child never really passes, because we always continuously learning, right? Life is a learning process. Learning is a life process, right? But at least this has started for somebody out there, or for many. They became tired. They started using their logic, started reflecting on the past, maybe checking out history stuff, or, documentaries on ancient Egypt. Wait a minute. Before Christ, we had all this crazy technology in Egypt. What's going on? What has happened? Cavemen, what? Before cavemen, why did we find all this technology buried deep, found in the oceans that date further than caveman's? Right? Weird stuff like that. Somebody's seeing that. Right? I remember when I went through that, I was tripping, you guys. I was like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. And that's when I started realizing there's something different about me, something different about a lot of people, because I've seen a lot of videos, and all these millions of people can't be wrong, can they? They can't be. Sure, maybe some couple people come out, hey, I discovered blah, blah, blah. And then it kind of falls off, right? Because somebody may have realized something about it or whatever. But then when something happens, and then they check it again, and it keeps happening. Wow, we keep finding these things that are date before caveman days. And, how can... because they're proving this. They're proving what they found, and people are like, whoa, seeing it with their own eyes on the videos or whatever. And there you have it. Millions of people can't be wrong, right? Let me get one more card. Can I get one more card for this extra, read all about it? One more card, please. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like tarot cards that are too big because they're not easy to hold in your hand. Sorry, guys, maybe that hurt their feelings, but you know, it's not your guys' fault, it's my fault. All right, so we do have the Six of Cups fell out first. Now, because we have two cards, I'm not going to take this card, but we're going to talk about it, okay? I do see here that somebody is in sorrow over a past situation. You know, all of this learning and realizing, starting new within themselves has had them to realize and learn that whatever they've done in the past has caused sorrow in their life, sorrow with people from the past because of their actions, right? And look at this, Rejoicer, Woman of Cups. This could be water sign. This is the Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups, first step right before actually becoming the Empress in this deck, right? Already mastered all the other things and is now on their final thing, I guess. Their final step in life. Learning about their female energy. Now, you can be a male and you can be in this energy. You can be a female in this energy. Doesn't matter. Somebody here is coming into their more feminine female aspect of things, being more nurturing, understanding, emotional, right? Possibly even showing emotions if this is a man, and men don't like to do that because they're manly. Well, you know what? For me personally, an emotional man is extremely attractive because I know that men feel. I know that men hurt just like women. And women think, oh, men are so much more emotional. It's not that. It's that they've been holding that emotion in all their life. Been taught, don't show emotions. Don't be strong. Don't show weakness. That could have definitely happened with women, right? But in this situation, it could have happened to a man. Somebody was taught not to show weakness or emotion because it's not manly. Really. So we're going to go ahead and put this back in there on the top. And then we're going to find out what is going on the bottom here, right? Oh, Five of Cups, darn, yes. So somebody, this child of crystals, whoever's at this child of crystal stage is possibly seeing what they've done in the past, having sorrow over the past situation, right? They're disappointed because they thought maybe that they could start something new with an individual, and they couldn't. Because they were not even in this energy yet, not even in the sage energy, just doing the willy-nilly thing. But somebody ended something with somebody, and that was the trigger moment. Whoever did that, you caused a trigger moment into another individual to get them to reflect and figure out what the heck is going on. Why am I starting to feel this way or see these things in people that just are not really very good for me? Why is my life not progressing? Well, something caused a trigger moment in your life, and it caused you to have sorrow and sadness over a certain situation, right? Now, starting to realize what has happened because you reflected on whatever this was. So whatever that trigger moment was caused a trauma and devastation with you, enough trauma and devastation in you to make a change in your life. And it's a change for the better, though, okay? It's a change for the better. Because we all know that Five of Cups, you know, that person is crying, I lost it, it's gone forever, blah, blah, blah. No, it's maybe a person is gone forever or a situation is gone forever. But you can rebuild because you have two more cups. You know, we all go through sadness, but we all can get out of it. Just try to get yourself out of it in a good, safe way, peaceful way, not with drugs or alcohol. Not trying to forget about it that way, but trying to heal yourself and have peace with yourself and understand why certain things happen, right? Well, this is not the right deck. Let me get this one. All right. So let's go ahead and find out what we have next for this extra. Read all about it for May 27th, 2020. This is a 9-day completion, but not really the end, right? Completing cycles and starting new ones, potentials of new beginnings, transition and transformation for a lot of people out there during this time, this year, 2020, right? And this is the King of Wands, man. Look at that. Or King of Swords. Somebody is like a really fast learner here. Right? Somebody here is a super fast learner, to be quite honest. Skipping over, or actually, no, wait, let me see. Wow, no, doing it in order. Watch. We got the Sage. We got the Child. Okay, we skipped over the Queen because that person just straight became a king. These other Sage of whatevers will come along. I have a feeling here. This person is very intelligent who we're talking about here. This is somebody who can figure stuff out, possibly has used their logic. This is possibly the person that we all think, this person is too much in their head. Yeah, that person. But to be quite honest with you, that person has made great strides, great forward movement. Listen, if you have healed from a lot of past trauma, you might be dealing with another person, but you dealt with it quicker. You're already, you enrolled in class before this person. This person took on the next semester, all right? So everybody's a semester there's some that are a semester behind, and there are some that have graduated, okay? If you're watching this and you've already been through all this, this weird transition and stages in your life, you already graduated the class. This person enrolled in the class after you, okay? And now they are on their way to graduating from that class. You guys see what I'm saying? Okay? This is how everybody's times in healing is different. Okay? So you can't be mad at somebody for taking long. You just enrolled in class before this. They missed the sign up, had to wait for the next semester, right? And put it that way, right? In terms of going to school, that's what's happened. Okay? Somebody here definitely wanting to move towards a situation of union, marriage. Right? Somebody realizing, okay? They want a solid foundation. They want stability. They want to celebrate the union between another individual. This is the 1111 card, you guys. That's the card of soulmate union, isn't it? That's what I hear. That's what I hear. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. An ending might have come to in a situation. Somebody may have used their logic, put it to work, and said no more. Why? Because they know where their passions lie, and they might want to be going that direction, right? Seems like it. Oh. Do have the Nine of Pentacles lady, right? Single lady, stable lady. The one who can take care of herself, because when she finds love, it's really love. It's not her trying to be the, what do you call those? Gold diggers, right? She already got her gold. She doesn't need your gold. So when she loves for real, all right? Somebody in the past was dealing with a really dull relationship. Could have even been her. Somebody here wants to send her a message because they also see that, yes, maybe this person really did love me. And looky. King and Queen of Swords. This King of Swords could be dealing with the Queen of Swords. Or the single lady could be the Queen of Swords, right? I don't think it's like it could either be a couple that's not doing well, right? Or it could be an actual couple, but they're not together, right? They're separate right now. They're separated. This Queen of Swords could be this Knight of Pentacles lady. Maybe this King of Swords is not really seeing that right now. He's actually in the reverse, but he's there though, right? He may be in the reverse, right? He may have graduated to king in the reverse, but that he's still a king. He's still a king though. Okay, so he still made it there. He might have just barely become that king. And this is why maybe not getting along with the queen. Because he doesn't see yet. Yet. He will. We'll see what's up. And this is the universe saying, yes, you guys belong together, okay, but someone's not seeing it right now. That could be a situation too. So many situations, you guys. I'm just trying to give you the ones that pop in my head, okay? You got to think about your own situations because you know this is why I show the cards to you so you can apply it. I hope, you know, this view, I think it's okay because I'm using the computer to look while I do the reading. Right? It helps me to look on the computer. Now we also have this Nine of Swords and this Queen. Oh, okay. This Queen is also in the reverse. This Queen, these two are just not getting along. There could have been deception involved with these two here. They're both in the reverse, but this Queen is starting to come into her own logic, I think. Look at that. Yeah, she is beginning to know things. She's a knower. This person, this King of Swords, trying to master whatever it is he's trying to master, right? Because he's mastering something. That he got up to that king level, so he's trying to master something. Gosh, this could even be the same person. A king trying to master his intelligence, and a queen, him and his female energy, trying to master his intelligence in a female aspect. That's another thing, okay? I'm just telling you the stuff that pops in my head. I'm not trying to dig deep and find everybody's situation. These things are popping up in my head, so these are the things I'll talk about at the time, right? But I do see that somebody's definitely in their head trying to figure out the truth, right? A struggle to make sense of events is what the Nine of Swords is. Somebody's having a hard time because they're wondering, why couldn't I make this union happen? Well, maybe they weren't in their right mind when something happened. Maybe they don't remember what happened. That could be it too. If somebody's been drinking or on drugs, clouds your mind, clouds you from remembering what was done, what was said, and what happened. That's a possibility too. But somebody does want to bring a passionate message into somebody. They realize about the juggling. They could be juggling ideas, though. It doesn't have to be juggling people, all right? It could be juggling, okay, I'm over here, I'm doing this. How am I going to get over there, right? This type of thing. Because somebody sees someone in their future that they're really passionate about. They want to have some sort of communication. They're trying to figure out how to do that, okay? What else do we have here for this extra? Read all about it for May 27, 2020, number 9 day. Going through some sort of transition or transformation? Yep, sure are. Okay, Four of Swords in the reverse. Now, either somebody is not wanting to end something or somebody is getting out of being in their head too much. Right? Maybe somebody is like, wait a minute, this is not the end. Right? I got to send that message out. They're thinking about sending this message out, or maybe they found the message in regards to this 10 of crystals, right? Yep. Somebody found a message. Not too happy about that message, or a message that will be found, right? That's strange. I live in a very quiet neighborhood. Not too loud. It's like 7:28 in the morning, and I already hear all these sirens out there. I wonder what's going on. You know, they make things a big deal in a place that's very peaceful and nice. Okay, we got this Five of Swords here, Devil's Play. Yeah, there's some deception going on here in regards to a certain individual. Could be the Queen of Swords, single lady, or it could be the King of Swords, you know. This person who's trying to learn about everything, right? They're both trying to learn about everything. Problem is they're not in agreement with each other because they're not quite there in whatever it is they're trying to go through. They're both looking forward, though. They both are looking forward. One could be looking forward in his idea and what he wants to do. One could be looking forward in her idea and what she wants to do. But we do see this message of passion possibly not coming in, but wanting to come in regards to this Ten of Crystals. Somebody might be passionate to tell the truth about this deception. Somebody had lied to another individual. This Five of Swords right here, to me, that's like the liar card. You lied. Seven of Swords is the cheating, stealing, manipulating, right? Five could be the manipulating too. Child of Crystals and the Six of Cups, right? What's going on with that? Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away, yes, from being a child anymore, trying not to, you know, think of things in a childish way. That's why they're the King of Swords now, right? Maybe it's in the reverse, but it's still there, right? Somebody's walking away from acting like a child, being immature, and is finally matured when it comes to their mental stability, mental thoughts, their logic, realizing that, wow, I have kept myself in my head. Why am I doing this to myself when I can just basically go and find out myself, right? Yeah, hello. Why am I asking everybody else what's going on? Why can't I just go and find out for myself? Oh, yeah, hello. I'm just saying, you know. Oh, that didn't need to fall out. Okay, so we do have the Two of Cups. So it seems that this somebody here is thinking about somebody from the past, and emotions were shared, but not right now. Those emotions are not in the upright. No, they're in the reverse. Somebody might be mad at someone, or somebody might not be getting along with somebody, or there might not be a communication going on right here. It could be anything like that. Mm-hmm. Somebody's just not letting go. They're not. They're going to hang on to this situation because they realize now what's going on with this Four of Pentacles. They realize, or with this Four of Pentacles here, that's telling me that somebody is holding something close to their chest. They're keeping a secret. They might not be telling anybody about it. They could be saving their money, holding on to their money. But the Four of Pentacles, is a card of preoccupation, you know, maybe with material possessions. It could be like they're holding on to their money. But it also could be that somebody's holding a secret, holding something, a thought. Something happened to them that changed them, and they're not letting anyone see this. They're being sneaky about it. But you know, it's not a bad, I don't feel like it's a bad kind of sneaky. I feel like somebody is not really telling anybody about how they feel because they have a different opinion of what this person is thinking, and they know it now. If I go tell this person about this, they're going to say I'm nuts. They're going to say I'm crazy. So I'm just going to keep this to myself. Somebody's standing in their own truth. Good. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what do we have next for this extra, read all about it, for May 27th, 2020, number 9 day, completion, but not the end. No, siree, potential of new beginnings, transitions, and transformations. Good, good, good. That's what we like, right? That's the stuff that we want to hear. Transition, transformation, doing good for ourselves, doing the best we can do for ourselves, right? So we have this Queen of Wands definitely in the reverse. Like, see, there she is. They're both not getting along. Not getting along. Perhaps Queen of Wands not standing in her power, whoever this is. This could be two different Queen of Wands, too. Yeah, actually, that's what I see here. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse twice. Somebody's not getting along with two different Queen of Wands. Oh, no, no, my bad, my bad. This is Queen of Swords. Okay. Whoops, made a mistake. But I caught it, okay? I caught it. Yeah, Queen of Wands in the reverse with the Queen of Swords in the reverse for this King of Swords. So King of Swords could be dealing with two different women not getting along very well with both. Or this could be one woman displaying those traits. There it is again, you guys, the Four of Coins. Somebody is keeping a secret. The secret is not about anything deceptive, though, okay? Somebody's keeping a secret that they want to move towards union first to another individual. They're keeping a secret that they want to bring a relationship to the next level, right? Finally getting out of their head. So they may have been in their head for a little bit about sending a message of passion, but finally breaking free from that, struggle that makes sense, because now they understand things are making sense now. Finally, right? It's going to make sense sooner or later. They went to a tutor. They went to a tutor. They were having problems in a subject in that class, and they're like, I need tutoring. You guys, dude, I went to a lot of tutoring when I went to school. I went to mega tutoring. Mostly math tutoring because I hate math. The other stuff was much easier. Organic chemistry. It's not fun, you guys. Not at all. Seven of Cups. Somebody may have options. This Nine of Pentacles lady, you know what she does? Why am I even questioning that? Every Nine of Pentacles lady has the options, right? She's single. She has her choice. She has her choice of who she's going to have in her life. But she's been dealing with a lot of dull people, boring people, people who don't have any drive or passion. So she just tries to basically go there and give them that drive or passion. If she can't give it to them, then she moves on. She tried, right? She knows she has a lot of options. What else do we have here? Five of Coins, yeah. This Queen of Swords, she's feeling left out in the cold because this King of Swords and this Queen of Wands, they were possibly together, and one of them got left out in the cold, which was the Queen of Swords, the one that this person should have really gotten with. But they got with the Queen of Wands. They got with somebody who was passionate, right? They took passion as, love. Yeah, you can have a passion for love, but it doesn't mean passion is not love. That's like lust. Somebody chose somebody based on lust or based on whatever, Left that Queen of Swords feeling left out in the cold. All right. What else do we have here going on for this? Got the Six of Coins here. Somebody's now understanding. They've made sense of a situation. Somebody was taking advantage of possibly of somebody's money, material items, whatever, stealing from them, lying to them. Gosh, I can't remember what that was. Oh, I can't see. I gotta get a bigger map. Oh yeah, Three of Cups, right? So maybe there was actually a three-party situation. Somebody was caught up in their head about it, thinking about another individual. Six of Coins. Now realizing where equal the give and take is. Because maybe somebody was dealing with somebody who was being taken advantage of, working a lot, doing the most, but the other person wasn't doing anything, right? Maybe somebody is realizing their worth now and saying, you know what, I want somebody who puts in like me. I'm not trying to be here to be someone's mother and take care of them. What about the times when I need to be taken care of, right? Seven of Wands. Somebody doesn't want to deal with competition or having to explain themselves anymore. They're tired. They see what they want in their future. They've been juggling that idea. They see it. And whatever they're dealing with right now, or what they did deal with, it was deception. Not deception, but it was involving competition. Why you got to compete in a marriage? You don't. You're supposed to be a team. What the heck? Right? Ace of Swords. Yeah. Somebody was unable to come in with the truth here. And this is why there was no truth that was brought into a situation. Somebody severed the relationship because there was no truth. Whatever happened here with a certain individual, with this single lady. Single lady is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. Alright. Could have that sign in any placement in your chart, really. In regards to possibly Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I like to throw in the North Node. I think North Node is very important. I'm not sure why people don't mention that one, but it really should be mentioned. And if you don't know about it, dude, check it out. It's awesome. It's gnarly. It's gonna bring you a realization. That's for darn sure. Yeah. Look, the Fool in the reverse. Maybe somebody wanted to start something new with this Queen of Wands, and now they're feeling left out in the cold. They don't want to take that leap of faith with this person. They change their mind. Somebody basically changed their mind. So somebody could have not been married but dating somebody and they changed their mind. Or somebody could have been married and they changed their mind and decided that this is not what they want. They don't want to take a journey, the fool's journey with this person anymore. They made a mistake, right? Possibly. What else do we have here? What else do we have here for this extra? Read all about it. Seven of Swords, yeah. Somebody had a lot of deception, devil's play, addictions. They have some problems, right? They are also maybe a compulsive liar. Also, somebody here was stealing, cheating. Right? Didn't I say the Five of Swords is, basically the lies and manipulation. Seven of Swords is the actual action of the cheating, the lying, the cheating and the deception and it could be physical hurt too. Physical, mental. Somebody got away with something here though. It's in regards to an equal give and take situation. Somebody took more. And now somebody's guarded, holding on to their pentacles possibly because they've been duped, taken advantage of, right? We get two more cards. So here's a second to the last card. Death, yep. Somebody walked away from the Child of Crystal's energy. Why? Because they realized something. That's what brought them to be the king. Right? That's why they're the king now and the queen. Both of them realized something because we have Child of Crystals here. And then we have the next steps of king and queen, both in the reverse. Both barely getting to that realization about each other possibly, about themselves, about whatever's going on here. And somebody, this happened because an end came to a situation, right? So if that ending hasn't come yet, it's coming. It's coming, you guys. So brace yourself. I think you already know it's coming. You don't really have to brace yourself. You know. You're in the know, right? We have that Child of Crystal's energy, that Sage of Crystal's energy, the knower, right? You know now. You started out knowing. You had to know to realize, right? So you know this end is coming, or, has come, depending where you are in class, right? You know it's coming, so it's not going to be too much of a devastation for you, especially when you prepare yourself, right? Yeah. So you may have an ending with this Queen of Swords because you were dealing with the Queen of Wands. This is where that ending comes in. Queen of Swords, she becomes a knower. She realizes and she cuts them out. That's what's going to happen if it hasn't happened already, okay? Queen of Swords going to cut you out. King of Swords, that's going to be your trigger moment if it hasn't happened. And if you're thinking, oh, this person's never going to leave me. They're always going to be there. I'll always be able to come back. Well, I think you need to think that over again. Because I think the Queen of Swords is going to cut you out. Not because she wants to, because she has to. Simple as that. Not because she wants to, but because she has to. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. Somebody out there might be thinking, damn, this is my person. I see it now. I need to go talk to them. Are they making a move? Well, it's in the upright, but this is what they're thinking. Maybe somebody's thinking about approaching that Queen of Swords and saying, whoa, sorry. Because maybe that death moment has come in. If it has, then this is what somebody's thinking. If it hasn't yet, it'll happen after the Queen of Swords cuts somebody loose, puts an end to a situation. It's going to hurt, it's going to be sad, it's going to be upsetting, but it's going to happen. But she is also prepared for that. Because she's in the upright. She's ready to take on that message. Even the message she doesn't receive. That it's actually, you guys, the message that she doesn't receive that's going to make her cut this out. Yeah. You don't come in with truth, then she ends it. She knows when you're lying. Okay. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get some love messages and see what's going on with love, right? Between people. Because it appears there's some issues here in some people's relationships, but, you know. Well, let's see. First love message. Somebody's going through something horrible right now. They want to be with that fresh person. They want to be with that person who makes them feel fresh, right? Can you trust again? I don't know. I love your company, right? Watching Netflix. We also have Q, R, F, O, T, J, and G, and the number 6. The lover's number. Oh. Next here, we have somebody's in love with a very gracious person. We have a connection. Let's work together. I will protect you. Wow. We have the letters X, C, S, and N. It could be actually a Z, because I'm having a hard time figuring. It is a Z. It is a Z. Somebody may have been pessimistic in the past. Nasty to an individual who's very friendly and beautiful. Okay. New love. Somebody might be realizing a new love, right? Let's go on an adventure. Yes. We have the numbers. Oh, no, we have the letter 7. Letter 7. We have the number 7. We have J. We have Z and D. We also have the letter L. No, that's the 7. Darn it, that 7 is really messing with me. You know? 7's God's number, you guys, to me. Perfection and completeness. You are my world. When I read that, I got that thought, we are the world. You know, I don't know why that popped in my head, but we also have rabbit. We have, you know, that's Chinese astrology. You're the rabbit, right? You are my sunshine. Oh, I love your company. Nice. One love, right? Letters are T, C, Y, F, Q, H, X, and I see a part of a G, and because I can actually read it, I'm going to go ahead and say there's a G there too, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and find that last love message, and then we'll go over the chakras real quick, and then we'll be done. All right? Somebody might be in a tight situation right now. Somebody has realized that others around them are just absolutely sickening, you know? And this might be a very nifty person, nifty with their hands, can fix things, can make things work. So, you know, physically they're great at that, and I think mentally they're coming into that too. We also have perfect timing, all right? This is divinely guided, you guys, because things are going to happen in perfect timing. Could be dealing with a Cancer, could have Cancer in your chart. They could somewhere. Zodiac sign Cancer. Okay, and now I see we have the number 7 here, okay? We have V, we have F, we have B, we have H, and we have the letter Z. You know, the letter Z has come out a lot, right, you guys? So there are the love messages. See what's going on with the chakras, okay? It appears that somebody is just about ready to open their throat chakra, working on that, right? Good. We also have a few of you having problems with your, oh, sorry, just stretching, you guys. Ugh. Having problems with their root chakra, but at least you're working on it, okay? Somebody's almost there, okay? We also have the opening of the third eye. Yes, yes, great. Okay, we do have somebody or a few of you out there. Your heart chakras are still closed. Now, if it's because you're working on your root chakra, I mean, I guess, you know, but the heart chakra is really hard to open. So I'd start working on that now if you're feeling like you're not in that mode, right? We also have some of you guys working on your sexuality, your personal emotions, and your willpower too, working on your willpower with that third and fourth chakra, right? The sacral and the solar plexus. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Remember to keep it true love energy, happy, friendly, and loving types, because we have nothing to fear, because we are calm and we are cheerful, right? Let's just keep it at that. Let's not try to be. Let's be about it, right? All right, so I'm Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.